What's up, babes, and welcome back to my channel. As y'all can tell in the title, I'm going to be doing my summer makeup routine. I hope that you guys like this, and I hope that you guys decide to try out this makeup look. I'm going to pass it off to Past Shay. Peace. Alright, y'all, let's get right into it, and I'm going to start by lifting my brows with my e.l.f. brow lift. I'm not going to go in just yet and start filling them. My process right now is just to get them lifted and get them into place, really. And so now I'm going to take my e.l.f. Hydro Grip primer and just put that all over my face. This will be the only primer that I am using throughout this video or for this makeup look, simply because I am going to be using the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Face Balm, and I pretty much moisturize really well before this. And so like I just said, I'm going to be using the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Face Balm. And this was actually my first time using this. Y'all, I was so nervous to even do this part actually and put it on my face. But as you can see, it was a little bit light for my skin. I don't know if that actually mattered anyways, because like my makeup still turned out really nice. But I need to try it again just so I can give y'all a very good review over this. Okay, I did not know like what this was supposed to do to my skin. Like, I normally spot conceal anyways, and so that's kind of what I like viewed this as, like in replace of that. So maybe you guys can like let me know in the comments like what the point of this product is other than like hydration. Now I am going in with my Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin foundation, and this is actually one of my favorite foundations. I am obviously too tanned for this foundation. Oh my goodness, guys, like this was actually crazy. Like, look at that shade from my face, actually no, from my forehead to my like cheeks to my neck. We got super duper tanned this summer, so I had to get that Maybelline Fit Me foundation and just put her to work, because we really finessed this as well. Like, I started out with just a little bit just to see like how much I actually needed, and I ended up adding like a few more dots and got like the perfect shade. I do want to get on here and say, please trust the process as well, because look at that forehead. Look at that forehead. Like, trust the process at the end of the day, because it worked out. Okay, just look, just watch me work. Now I'm gonna go with my Rare Beauty concealers and just go ahead and put those at the high points of my face. And that's going to be my under eyes. I'm going to put it right here in my forehead. I'm going to put it on my chin. Now I'm going to go in and get my cream contour out from Fenty Beauty. and just go ahead and put that in my shadows. I really have been looking for another like matchstick type feel, but like I haven't found one. Like I've tried Rare, I've tried to use like several different like concealers from different companies, and they just don't give me the same results as my Fenty Beauty. Like I really want more of a bronzed look whenever I'm putting on cream contour, and that's what it gives me. And like I said, trust the process. Look at how we're blending in that cream contour to that forehead. Yeah, your girl can do makeup, okay? Like, just look at it. Look at how like seamless that looks now. I told y'all, trust the process. So now we are to my favorite part of my makeup routine, and that is contouring my nose. Okay, so as y'all can tell, I started in my crease and kind of just brought it down and am trying to get the desired shape and look that I want. I have a pretty small nose, so like you really don't have to do this if you have a small nose, but that's just my preference. Like I honestly have to contour my nose. It's just a part of my makeup routine. So now I'm taking my angle brush from my Real Techniques and just getting into this concealer underneath my eye. And this is definitely one of the most important steps in your makeup routine. Like blending out your makeup seamlessly is super duper important. And it's not about like how long it takes, whatever. It's about like genuinely the technique. And as y'all can tell, I'm just doing like small little tapping motions, and I might swipe it, and that's just to get that lifted effect at the end of the day. But majority of the technique that I'm using is just small tapping motions underneath my eyes. And as y'all can see right now, I'm going back in with that contour brush and just kind of cleaning up those harsh edges right there where the concealer and the cream contour meets. Now I am going to go in with my One Size Beauty cream blush. This was actually my first time using this product, and I was a little bit nervous at first. Like I felt like I grabbed too much, but it turned out to be super beautiful. Like I'm a blush girly, so when I say I'm a blush girly, I mean the Juvia's Place blush is like my favorite goated blush ever. The pigment is so beautiful. So the fact that this was the same feeling kind of like encapsulated my mind, actually, because of the way that this blended out. It blended out so beautifully, and it is so buildable. So definitely recommend this product. Not the hype on TikTok, okay? It is definitely worth it. So now I'm going to clean up my cream contour slash blush with that concealer that I did put on my face. And once again, just using the tapping motions to blend this out. And this is actually like my least favorite part of blending out my makeup, because it is a make or break point. Like it has to be even on both sides. Like it has to be perfect, and if it is not, you will definitely notice it. Okay, so just keep that in mind when doing this or cutting your contour in general. And like I said, blending is the most important part of doing your makeup. I'm taking literally everything to blend this out. When I say everything, like I'm digging in my bag right now trying to find a beauty blender to blend this out with, because I genuinely think I put too much, but you know, it's whatever. So now I'm gonna go in with my One Size Beauty setting powder, and before we get into setting it, I'm just going to get in with my powder puff and just blending out whatever is going to be in those creases underneath my eyes, just doing some extra blending before we get right to it. And this setting powder is my favorite setting powder simply because of the way that it blurs my pores. Okay, so I used to use the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder, but genuinely, like, this powder does that too, so that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just pressing the powder into my skin before I get into the baking part. And the first thing that I kind of bake is going to be my nose contour. I don't really bake underneath my eyes like that anymore, just because like that pressed powder effect lasts all day. Okay, so now I'm going to put some on my chin just to put powder there, because that's another place that I get super duper oily. I'm going to go ahead and cut my cream contour with powder, just so whatever I've just put there stays in place. I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but wherever you put cream products, you are going to add powder to them. That's just the rite of passage, a right of way when using makeup. And my forehead is another place where I get oily. I was going to the Chris Brown concert this night, and your girl was sweating, but you couldn't tell when you was looking at me, okay? Now I am going in with the holy grail of makeup, the Sephora Micro Smooth Face Powder. And this powder is going to be used just to brush away all of the excess powder that I just put on my face to bake or to set in my makeup. Now this day clearly showed me that I needed a new one, because I've had that product since I was in college, but it actually broke literally right when I was using it. So yeah, I need to go to Sephora. Now I'm gonna go with my Benefit Brow Pencil that I need another one of, okay? But I don't really have to fill in my brows too much because they're super thick. So honestly, I'm just going underneath and just kind of creating an outline for them. And then I'm gonna just blend it in like that, and you'll see that my brows look filled. And to clean those up, I will be using my Rare Beauty concealer. My brows, I kind of just do them whenever, depending on how I'm feeling that day, simply because it doesn't take long for me to do them. So like, it's super quick. I have super thick brows. I was blessed with them. Now I'm gonna take my One Size Beauty bronzer palette and simply just put powder wherever I put my cream bronzer. So that's gonna be in the shadows of my cheeks, or right above it, honestly. And then I did put some cream bronzer on my neck a little bit, so that's where I'm gonna put that, on my jawline. So now I'm gonna take that same bronzer shade and just go into my crease or on my eyelid and contour my nose. I am gonna blend it in with my finger a little bit, because obviously your finger is the cleanest makeup brush that you have. So just remember that. Now I'm gonna take that same little blush palette from One Size and use the powder blush. It finished so beautifully. And then I'm gonna put some setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury to set in everything that I just put on my face. This is not the final setting spray that I'm gonna use, but I do use several like setting sprays in my makeup routine at different points just to set in the products that I just used. Now I'm going in with my Sephora collection lip pencil that surprised me. I did not know that their lip pencils were this creamy and this pigmented. Like, honestly, very much surprised, because y'all know I'm a Juvia's Lace, the coffee shop brown girl, and this kind of reminded me of that so much. So definitely go try out their lip pencils. Then I'm gonna go in with my MAC lipstick. I honestly do not remember which shade this is. It might be Teddy 2.0, but I have no idea. I cannot remember. But nonetheless, the finish is always beautiful. Like, I want to get into more MAC lipsticks or lip products in general, because I don't even use their lip pencils and I know they're beautiful. And then I'm gonna do my NYX Butter Gloss lip gloss and just put that on top of there to blend those two products in together. And y'all, when I say my lips was looking so juicy for Christopher Maurice Brown, they were. Now I'm going in with my One Size setting spray that had me looking good all night per usual, and this was just to set in everything that I put on my face today so it don't move throughout the night, and it didn't. It lasted for 14 hours period. Okay, yeah. And this was the finished look, you guys, and I honestly forgot to do one in when I was ready, but you know how that go. I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.